I'd like to apologize of the fact that this is the day after I usually do it at night. Now I'm doing it before all the sporting events. It's college. It gets to me Thursday nights. I think we all know what happens there. Other than that, Thursday night football, we had the Indianapolis Colts in Houston against the Houston Texans, and Indianapolis took this game 33 to 28. Andrew Luck, TJ Yates, they were phenomenal in this one. Indianapolis jumped out to a 24-0 lead. Almost blew it. Houston stormed back. How about J.J. Watt? 3 touchdowns this year. That's more than what LaShawn McCoy has. Two more than what LaShawn McCoy has this season. So Indianapolis coming through with the win in that game. I made a mistake yesterday. I said that the Royals and Orioles would play yesterday. Turns out they play today. So my prediction for that game, I'm still going with Kansas City taking the upset in game one. Big game James on the mound for the Royals. I like that matchup. So we'll see what goes on there. NHL, we had a big day yesterday. A lot of stuff went on, which is always really fun. You had your first full day of hockey. I love seeing that personally. I love watching hockey. Blue Jackets topped the Sabres in Buffalo by a score 3-1. Montreal stays undefeated. They beat the Capitals 2-1 in the shootout. New Jersey tops Philadelphia on the road 6-4. It's the Pittsburgh Penguins over the Anaheim Ducks 6-4 in Pittsburgh. Here's another thing I'm realizing about Pittsburgh. I can just look at this score and realize that the defensive problems that they've had for the past few years have still not been fixed. You're looking at a guy like Chris Letang. He's your top defenseman, but the problem is, how defensive is he? And that's where you're seeing your problems set in. The Red Wings top the Bruins 2-1 in Detroit to open up their season. The Tampa Bay Lightning, led by Victor Hedman in overtime, defeat the Florida Panthers 3-2. It's the Nashville Predators over the Ottawa Senators by a score of 3-2. What an exciting game that was. Regardless, Pekka Rinne looks back to his normal self. The Rangers top the Blues in St. Louis 3-2. It's the Blackhawks over the Stars in Dallas 3-2 in the shootout. Minnesota Wild shut down the Colorado Avalanche 5-0. The Flames over the Oilers in Edmonton 5-2. I just feel bad for Edmonton. And the Winnipeg Jets defeat the Phoenix Coyotes 6-2 in the desert. So for today, because we do have NHL hockey today, Islanders, Hurricanes, and Carolina. I think the Islanders rebound. I think they would have rebounded last year if John Tavares had not gotten hurt. I like the Islanders in this game. Made a few big trades, like Johnny Boychuk. You're looking to get Nick Leddy. Good stuff for the Islanders. I like them in this game to start off their season. Other than that, we also had some college football go on yesterday. Obviously, something we always like to see. It's exciting. You know, I don't know. Anyways, the college football that went on yesterday wasn't all that exciting. Even though the game was exciting, it wasn't a marquee matchup. BYU and UCF. Who wins this game other than Central Florida? 31-24 in overtime. BYU, since their loss to Utah State, does not look the same. They lost their quarterback when they were 18th ranked against Utah State. Now they're really struggling. That's something that really hurts BYU. UCF rebounds from their slow start to the season. They had the loss to Penn State. They had the really rough loss to Missouri and Columbia, but now they're really getting back in it. They're starting to try and rebuild themselves at the team that we saw last year. So it's good for them. Other than that, we do have football tonight in college. Washington State and number 25 Stanford. Washington State made history last week. A quarterback throws over 700 yards. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Washington State upsets the Stanford Cardinal in this game. Stanford already 2 losses, are 25th ranked. I think this is going to be one that pushes Stanford out of the conversation. Washington State's going to come out with the upset. San Diego State and New Mexico. I'm going to go with New Mexico with the home field advantage, even though San Diego State's a slight favorite. Fresno State and UNLV. I'm going to go Fresno State. These are games that really don't have a lot of basis for opinion simply because they're not Power 25 games. But we have a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. I'm going to be at the Missouri-Georgia game myself. I'm super excited. Big topic about Todd Gurley getting suspended. A lot of stuff going on in sports tomorrow, but that's all we have for today. Kind of a short thing. It's been Peter Marzano with the Dorm Report live from McDavid Hall in Columbia, Missouri, and we will see you probably later tonight / early tomorrow morning.